it's Sue, and today I created a pause art challenge and drew an illustration based on it. Let's get right into it. So, for the beginning of this pause art challenge, I made a canvas in the size of a YouTube short. So, I think it was 1080 by 1920, or the other way around. I actually can't remember. And I started to draw the body shapes. For some reason, I decided to do a front view, but for some reason, the symmetry ruler makes it really hard for me to draw a person. So I changed it and did what I usually do, where I make them flowy. This gave me a little bit of trouble later because it doesn't really show off the body, which is kind of the whole point of this one, but it's fine. It was more fun to draw than whatever that was. For this, I wanted to just do the hourglass body type to start with, and then I lined the thing and figured I'd copy over the head for all of them. And so I just edited anything I wanted to. I do realize that I probably should have done another sketch because this was very rough, but I just wanted to do every option like this day, so I was just trying to hurry it along and get everything done. I did try and put one leg behind the other one. I don't know how well it translates, but I mean, I tried. So after I had finished lining the whole drawing and made sure to go back and put ears in, I copied the art and erased everything but the head and neck. And then I lowered the opacity of the original so I could have a base of like the base body type, so I could make sure they all were relatively similar and I could make sure their differences were there. And I started with the triangle body type, where the shoulders are smaller and the hips are bigger. And then I moved on to the upside down triangle, which is where I made the shoulders bigger and the hips smaller, or just the average size, depending on how you see it. I tried to just liquefy it at first, but that did not work, so I went back in and just drew over it. I probably could have copied the legs over too, since I didn't really change those, but yeah, I think I made the hips a little too small, but you know, it's fine. After that, I worked on a more square body type, so nothing cinched in quite as much, and I made the shoulders a little more broad. I do come back and edit this one a little bit later, so it doesn't look so awkward. This pause art challenge I did make for just girls, because that's what I wanted to do. I may go back and make one for boys later, but I make no promises. So I believe I did one or two more body types. This one was more circles, so I made it a little shorter, and I just made it overall rounder. And then for the last one, I made it taller and thinner, and I also made the torso shorter, just to give more of a lanky appearance. I did a wide range of skin tones from super light to super dark, and then sketched out a front view head and did eyes. These go through kind of fast, but I needed to make the video not too long, so I'm not going to bother trying to say every eye type I did. You'll be able to see it when and if you use the pause art challenge. I also did noses. I did like upturned and a bunch of different ones, and just tried to get like different variety. I also then went in and did mouths. I just kind of did them different shapes and sizes, just to kind of add more variety. So yeah, I don't usually draw lips, but I figured it was a good idea for this one. Then I drew a side view head, and for this one I wanted to make ears, so I did like a normal ear, a broad ear, a fairy ear, an elf ear, and some other things that I don't know the names of, but just anything I could find a reference for. And then for that, I was pretty much done. After that, I decided to label all of my folders because I was getting confused with where everything was, and I was ready to draw outfits. I found some references of any outfits I thought looked cute, and then I kind of took those and changed them to how I wanted them, and figured I'd figure out the colors later. This first one was like an anime outfit. I have no idea where I saw it, but I thought it was cute, so I put it in there. And I just made up some shoes because the reference didn't have any shoes in it, and I just wanted to come up with something. This next one I did was inspired by Leo's outfit in Close Don't Make the Turtles. I just made it, more feminine, and I really like this one actually. Rise for the win. Makes everything easier. I also really like how I drew the rips in the jeans, but I did have to make the shoes up again because I don't remember if Leo's feet just never show up when he's in this outfit, or if he wasn't wearing shoes. Either way, I didn't know what they looked like, and I wasn't about to look up a reference for them, so I just kind of made something up. After I had finished this one, I moved on to a more casual outfit, and this one I just did like a basic hoodie and some sweatpants. I don't exactly know what this kind of outfit is called. I'm just gonna say casual, but yeah, this one was really simple and quick, and it's not my favorite, but that's just because it's not something I would love to wear all the time, even if I'm just at home. And again, I made up some shoes to kind of whack because I don't draw shoes a lot. Not my thing, really. But I did enjoy drawing this nonetheless. I also then went in and did a more beachy outfit, and this is one I saw some fan art of April, and she was wearing the cutest beach outfit ever. I don't know if I can find it, but I'll try and put up the outfit on screen. I just thought it was so cute, so I edited it a little bit, but kept it mostly the same, and yeah, I really like it. I made up some shoes too, but these ones are like ones I actually have, so the shoes aren't as crazily random. Or I either have had these before, or I saw them in a Hallmark movie. Either way, here they are. Yeah. I forget which one I'm doing next, so I'm waiting for it to show up. Oh yes, I did the dress next, and this one's more formal, like you're going to gala, I guess. I wanted to make this one more slim fit, and I wanted it to be very sparkly. But you don't see that in this part. You will see it when I color it, though. I tried to draw heels. Can't really tell that they're heels, but they are. It's just a weird angle. I also gave them like a little drapey thing, or shawl or something. I don't know what it's called, but I thought it looked cool, so I put it on there. And I gave him some like jewelry just to kind of spruce up the outfit even more. Yeah. And then I moved on to another more casual outfit. I gave him like a headband and like half untucked shirt. I think I saw this on another fan art of April, which I will also try and put up on the screen if I can find it. I don't know. This was one of the ones that took me a lot longer because I was trying to get it to look right, and it just wasn't really working. Also, can I just make a comment on the pants that were in this photo? I don't know what they are. They're like weird cargo sweatpants things, and they got like the patches. I drew it, but I didn't know what it was. And then I put in some shoes and, chokers. I did 2 because I thought it'd be cute. And then I drew, I guess, bad girl outfit. I don't know. I don't have any knowledge of fashion, and I'm sorry if I just completely lied to you about what this was. But I mean, it doesn't look like that, but like it does more when I add colors. I don't know. I could be completely wrong on what style this is, but like, I mean, it is what it is, so just leave it be, I guess. Again, made up some shoes. I made up this whole outfit, actually, because I wasn't looking at a reference for this one. I just had seen some pictures, I think. I did actually enjoy drawing this one, though. It's kind of different from what I usually draw. And not something I'll draw all the time, but like, I did enjoy it. Though these fishnet things are kind of usual for me, because they're on Sammy, too. I went through, made sure they were all fine, and this was when I added the colors. I found a color palette online and just picked a palette for, each outfit. And I do really like how all the colors turned out. I think they all look good. I just tried to pick a wide range of colors. So we got like purple, green, all the stuff. Just whatever seemed like it would fit the outfit. Yeah, and I think it went well. I did have some trouble filling in colors because there was nothing behind them, and I left some gaps open. But I did still manage to make it through. And I added a little heart to this one. For this one, I also wanted to like add a little graphic to the shirt. I didn't know what to do though, so I just scribbled a line on there. It works. And then I was ready to add some hair. And I tried to freehand them. So I made a straight one, and I made a wavy one. And then I realized this is madness. Just sketch the hair. It doesn't save you that much time to not, because it just looks whack. So I did a bunch of different hairstyles. They go by pretty fast because I wasn't spending much time on them. But I did a really short hairstyle, French braids, whatever this is, but I got rid of it because it looked weird. Super fluffy, curly hair. I did a pixie cut and some other things. I think I did like a jellyfish hairstyle where it was like braided, and then it was like a bob. Also, who's that dedicated to cut like half their hair and then not the rest of it? I did a messy bun, some just hair that goes over your face so you can't see, space buns. There's the jellyfish hair, and yeah, that was pretty much it for that. Then added in accessories. I did the colors for the hair and eyes separately and just a little bit, so you will see those when they show up. But I did earrings, bigger earrings. I did glasses, and I do believe I added an eyebrow piercing. The only reason I thought about that was because Gwen Stacy from the Spider-Verse has one. I added freckles. I did like bold lipstick. I tried to just change the color of it, but it wasn't working. So I ended up just bucketing in the color. You picked the color for the lipstick. I was just trying to show that it was lipstick. But yeah, it's very bright. Then I added some blush. That looks pretty bad, but it's blush. Just you pick the color again. And then I also did some eyeshadow. It's purple. Just pick the color. I mean, purple eyeshadow doesn't always look bad, but for some reason that doesn't look good. And then I turned them all on at once, and that was a mistake. But then I went in and added a nose piercing. And then I added a vitiligo option and the eye colors. And at that point, I was ready to make my own attempt at this challenge. So I went through and I got the super tall, lanky body type. And then I also got the tan skin tone, kind of a reddish tint to it. I actually didn't look up skin tone, so I don't know if that's accurate in any way. For the eyes, I got my standard ones. I was kind of disappointed about that because I like the other eye shapes more, but that's fine. For the eye color, I got blue. Honestly, I was kind of disappointed I didn't get something like pink, but it's fine. And then for the nose, I got the nubbin nose. I think that's what it's called. Again, one of my more standard ones. And then for the lips, I got the larger lips. I don't usually draw those, so that's like one of the few things that's out of my comfort zone. And then I got the wavy hair. So this is basically exactly what I usually draw. And of course, for the hair color, it was just brown. However, when I did do the ear option, I did get elf ears. So that is different. For the outfit, I got one of my favorites, but also something I usually draw, which would be the more anime outfit. So looks like we're not really changing anything. I thought I would get different things. Now we're going to jump into the illustration, and we're going to skip the rough sketch because it looks whack. I don't like it, and this video is kind of getting long, so we're going to have to speed through this. Basically, I sketched over it and completely changed it because I hated how it looked. I wanted to kind of make it look like we were looking up at her, but it didn't really work, and it just stretched out the back of her head a lot. I will never fix that, so don't expect me to. I didn't notice it until after I finished the picture. I just kind of sketched out everything. Look, this is like exactly what I do. I was kind of like dreading doing this. I did this one a separate day than when I made the rest of the pause art challenge. I was kind of putting it off, like, I do not want to draw exactly what I usually draw. I could have gone through and reworked, but I did not want to do that. And so I just went with this. I filled in the base colors without any line art because I decided I wanted to paint this one. And I found a watercolor brush that looked fun, so I added a gradient to the bottom of every one of the little parts, I guess, and then I would blend it out with the watercolor brush to try and get a little more variation, just to add some more color. And I adjusted anything where I needed to be adjusted, and this was just like kind of the base layer of everything. Yeah. I also made sure to shade in that back leg because it was kind of getting lost in there. It doesn't stand out very much, so. Let me clear my throat. I also did the tie, but that shading kind of gets obliterated later. So for this one, I was at a loss for what to do, and so I just kind of did basic shading. There was nothing really that great about it. I just shaded anywhere that needed shading, and yeah, it's pretty boring. I don't really care for it that much, if you can't tell. I do like how the shading on this ear turned out, though. I feel like it looks really good. I was really scared to ruin it, so I was being very cautious with it. I also tried to make her face look more slender by shading it in, but it just kind of ended up being smudged around so much it didn't really matter. I decided to wait on shading the features until a lot later, because right now I was just working on the skin. I was having trouble making sure I always selected the watercolor pen when I was trying to do it, and I was constantly going back between the dip pen and the watercolor brush, so it was really annoying. This hand here is whack, okay? Like, I don't know what I was thinking It's like a chunk on her hip. And the fingers are like, why is the pointer finger longer than the middle finger? That's not normal. But I did go in and change the shape later. I did the hair next, and definitely made it look kind of better, but a lot of the hair strands I added got wiped out, and it's still just kind of a chunk of hair. I shaded in the chest area and behind the tie, and then I added some shell shading that wasn't blended out just to add some more variety in the shadings. And then I went in and shaded beneath anything else on the more teal parts of the outfit. I did like not having to make any decisions while drawing this, but I wish I'd gotten better decisions made for me, honestly. After this, I was ready to shade under the tie and on the tie. So I quickly did that, and then I had to experiment around with making sure that that tie went on the shading of the hand correctly. I then went in and shaded the pants, and I tried to accentuate any wrinkles that I did not draw in previously, but it was a little hard because, again, I did not draw them in previously, and I just had to make things up. But I tried, and the pants don't look horribly whack. Again, I wasn't really trying with this picture. Even though I said I tried, I wasn't trying that hard. Then I went in and shaded the lips, and I also shaded in the nose. I gave her, I guess she has dry lips. It's kind of weird, but that's fine. You can't see it from zoomed out. Her nose also looked weird, so I faded out the bridge of it, so we didn't have that weird, little bit sticking up. And then I made her lips bigger, because I felt like they were too small with the thing I'd gotten, and then I liquefied them, so they kind of went back to the normal size. But it's fine. It's just wasted effort. I then shaded in the eyelashes and the eyeballs. I tried to go super shiny with the eyeballs because I wanted to do something that was not watercolory, but I mean, you can't see it when you zoom out, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess I just have to suck it up and live with it. I did shade the irises and then blend them out. Or not the irises, the scleras. But again, watercolor brush makes things look kind of muddy if you do it wrong. So I wasn't loving this, so I decided to go back to my good old layer modes, and I added in a highlight around the hair, and made it very bright, and then kind of feathered it out. And then I added some flyaways, and this definitely helped the hair look more interesting. And this made it look better, but then I wanted to add a super strong highlight to the left side where the light is coming from, and I also wanted to add some more detail lines, so I added some wrinkles to the shirt and then blended them out. And yeah, it did help a lot with the detail, but again, still don't love the picture. I'm trying to make not this whole segment me complain. This whole segment, I don't want to be complaining this whole segment, but I don't like it. I then went in and made some shadows deeper around the hair specifically. Added bright light because I thought it'd help. And then I kind of messed it up even more by adding a multiply layer. I was trying to add some more shadow because, with great highlights comes great shadows. But it was purple. The purple looked weird. And I should not have added the purple. I just thought it would help, and it looks better like this, but I did it anyway. So I'll have to live with that decision. I then went in and added even more shadows with the purple. Again, it doesn't look good. Stop. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but I liked it better the other way. And the purple doesn't even match the right colors that you used. I was just kind of trying to fix it. I felt like I was polishing a turd at this point. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. But it doesn't look like we're looking up at her, and her ear is so far back on her face. I added a blue to the background and then made it lighter in the middle. So it looks like she's glowing. I guess the light really isn't coming from the side or the left. But this is the finished picture. I didn't have a total fun making this, but I hope you guys have a funner time using the pause art challenge. It'll be posted as a short on my channel, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye!